My name is James Williams Jr. This is Kung Fu Havoc number 2. Want to get serious now, and again, this video is not for children. Apparently there's a whole bunch of abortion issues going on in America today, or this week, month in general. So I want to talk to y'all about abortion. I'm going to get serious, so if you're squirmish, you don't like foul language, you probably want to go watch another video. Maybe find something with me doing some kung fu or something. Abortion has been a problem for some people since the dawn of time. Alright? So first, before you even ask, I'm going to be the first one to tell you I'm pro-choice. I'm not pro-life. I don't really support abortion. I don't really not support abortion. I'm one of those people who believe in the situation. Alright? Not the fucking guy from MTV. Literally, I believe in the situation. My father and I had a back and forth on this shit right up until about a couple of months before I had my surgery and a couple of months before I died. It took some convincing. It was a hard way for him to realize that I might possibly, just possibly, be right. Now let me tell you what I said to him before I continue on with this. I mean, we got into a heated argument, and I told you guys this before. So I'm going to tell you guys this one more time. My father sit down. I don't know how we got on this subject. I really don't even remember. But I do remember the argument. And we were batting back and forth like a motherfucker. And my dad was pro-life all day, every day, no matter circumstance. Didn't give a flying fuck. Fuck, you got pregnant. Your fault, blah, 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 blah. You're going to have this baby. If you got raped, he wanted you to have the baby. If you did this, he wanted you to have the baby. And I said, Dad, that ain't the way to look at that shit. I said, that is not fucking right at all. Like I said, it took some mad convincing. A whole lot of convincing. And being that I am his favorite, I could get through to him. Now, I'm not proud that I was his favorite because I don't believe in favoritism at all. I don't support that shit. If you want to have favoritism, my rules are simple. Only have one child. But my dad has 4 of us. I have an older sister. Well, 5 technically, if you count my stepsister. So 2 girls, 3 boys. I'm the middle child. Alright? Now, I told him straight up, had I had been born a girl, and I didn't know kung fu, and I couldn't fight my way out of a wet paper bag, and I was pretty. And I mean, I'm not just pretty. I'm talking like drop dead motherfucking gorgeous. Everybody wants to fuck me. That kind of pretty. A lot of girls don't know what that means. A lot of girls are that way and don't know that they're drop dead fucking gorgeous. But those things happen. Alright? A person who is conceited, who knows they're pretty and uses that as a weapon and can get away with everything, that's a little bit different. Because a lot of women do know that they're gorgeous. And sometimes they're so gorgeous they fuck themselves over. Now, there's nothing wrong with being gorgeous. And unlike everybody else, I'm one of the ugly ones. Which is cool. I was uglier. Trust me on that. I was much uglier when I burnt all of this shit off. I still got some scars. So, I told him. I was like, Dad, let me tell you something. If you had nothing but girls, and none of us knew how to fight, because most people don't expect girls to have to fight boys, or most people are victims because they weren't taught properly, they weren't prepared, they weren't taught when you leave your house, you don't walk out that door without that key at the ready. Now, when you walk down the street, you leave your job, this is your car key. It needs to be just like this. You need a bag with a tighter strap on it so that it's close to you. So you don't have to have it drooping, which makes it easier for them to grab and throw you to the ground because they have range. If it's close to you, you have a way of getting away. And all of you ladies should have those clamp purses that release. So if someone grabs your purse, they just got your purse. They don't have you. So, they grab that purse and that shit breaks away. You're free. Fuck the contents inside. You can cancel your credit cards. You can get your license renewed. You can even get your address changed, and you can do yourself a favor. If you're scared, you can move. Or you can buy a handgun and protect your home. Most people are scared to buy handguns to protect their home. So I'm going to tell you, had I been born a woman, I'm 1 in 1,000 of the women that probably would have been a rape victim. I'm short. I would fall in the class between petite and non-petite. I probably wear about a 4, maybe a 6 in a dress. I don't really know how that shit works because I'm not a homosexual. But had I been born a woman, had my life been worse, had I been born a woman and became a rape victim, and if he would have made me carry that baby to term, me and him would have no more words. We would have no communication. We would have nothing. I would want nothing to do with him, and it would go the same for my mom. You can't make me carry a baby that I didn't ask for. Then you expect me to give it up for adoption so it can come back into my life to be a constant reminder that someone took my vagina. Without fucking question, I didn't consent to it. They held me down. They put a knife to my head. They put a gun to my head. They put a knife to my neck. Put a gun to my chest and told me that they're going to fuck me. Without fucking consent, without a fucking condom, they could have an STD. They could have AIDS. They could have anything and everything. And the worst part of that, I could get pregnant by this fucking evil monster. And I come home and tell you, and you're going to tell me within a couple of weeks that I find out that I'm pregnant, that you're going to make me keep this baby. And you want to know why I'm pro-life? Well, I'm not pro-life. I'm pro-choice. But my dad was pro-life. He was pro-life for a long time. But he didn't have it broken down to him like that. You know, he doesn't know anybody who has been a rape victim. He knows a person who has been a victim of child molestation, but not a rape victim. And honestly, to me, there is no fucking difference. Someone stick their finger in your ass, they're basically raping you. Especially if you're a girl. If they stick your finger anywhere down there on a girl, they're just raping and molesting. It's the same thing as far as I'm concerned. And that's not some shit that any man should ever do to a woman or a boy or a girl or any fucking body. But the worst crime is rape. And then the second part of that is making the victim carry the perpetrator's baby to term. That's not right. There is right and there is wrong. And there is a time to fucking kill. And I've always told my dad, I said, had I been born a girl and I got raped, I expect nothing less for you to go out and kill that motherfucker that raped me. Because I would have been one of those girls who no one would have even gave a second look to in school. I probably would have been smart. Because I'm sure as fuck stupid as a man, but I probably would have been smart. Probably would have been a little bit pretty. Probably not pretty enough for everybody to even look at me as a sex object. But, you know, to just acknowledge me at all would be a blessing as far as I'm concerned. Because as a man, no one acknowledges me anyway. But as a woman, I'm probably sure I probably would have been acknowledged a little bit. But, you know, nobody really acknowledges you until you are a victim. Or unless you do something spectacular with your life. But if you are a rape victim and you are forced to carry that asshole's baby to term, and people are pro-life about that shit, fuck y'all. You don't have the right to make a young girl who's a rape victim. Maybe she was raped by her uncle. Maybe she was raped by her brother. Maybe she was raped by her fucking father. Maybe she was raped by some asshole with AIDS. And y'all want her to carry the baby to term because y'all don't support abortion. I don't support abortion, but in the case of a rape, I support that shit. So I'm pro-choice like a motherfucker for that very reason. Rape. Rape is not fair. Rape is not right. Rape is totally motherfucking wrong. And every man who's done it should be ashamed. I have not done it. Have not thought about it. But the problem is, there are many men that have done it. There are many women who have had to carry a baby to term because abortion was illegal in their states. They got stuck carrying a baby of a fucking monster. And what about this baby? What do you think that's going to do to that baby's psyche when it grows up and finds out that it wasn't supposed to be here? It was a product of a crime that is unfucking imaginable. What you think? Men don't get raped? I watched a man get raped on video yesterday. He didn't stick it in, but this big broad was trying. And yeah, she was black and he was black. And I was like, where the fuck are the cops at? But there are people recording this shit, and it was on WorldStar, and I'm like, what the fuck? Society is fucked up. Honestly, truly to God, I wish I was back in the Army. At least in the Army, I had a grip on shit, you know. But looking at some of the shit I've seen on WorldStar, looking at some of the shit in general, and then you have all these rallies and these marches about pro-life this and pro-life that. But are you thinking about the fucking victim while you're killing abortion doctors and shit like that? If I have a daughter and she is raped, there's two things that's going to stop me from getting that motherfucker. One, you fucking pro-lifers will probably give me life for killing that black bastard or that white bastard or that Asian bastard that rapes my daughter. Or you're going to have to catch me after I catch him and completely discombobulate his nether regions. And I'm not talking just castration. I'm talking mutilation. Because you don't have the right to do that to women. And you don't have the right to do it to the asshat that did that to women. But somehow or another, the bad guys between the 80s and the 90s got more rights than the fucking victims. And yet, there's still pro-life movements. I guess you guys don't have daughters, huh? I guess you don't possibly think in the spectrum of everything that can go wrong in your daughter's life that rape won't be on the list. But you don't read the statistics about how 1 in 1,000 women are raped every 10 seconds. Or 10 out of 20 women will be raped or molested at one point in time in their life. And sometimes that spawns a baby they did not want. But you guys don't support fucking abortion. Really. I'm pro-choice. All motherfucking day long. Because of fucking rape. Because rapists get free in 5 or 10 and sometimes 2 years. And yeah, they get to be on the sex offender registry. But do you really think that stops them from doing what they want? Hell, they've already been to jail. Hell, what's going to stop them when the dick gets hard and they decide, hey, that little 12-year-old girl right there, she got a little bit of breast buds popping up. She look bam right here. She ain't got no ass yet, but she's all fine. And I'm going to be the fucking predator that sneak right up on her, knock her little ass up. She ain't going to tell nobody because I'm going to threaten to kill their families. I'm going to threaten to kill her daddy. I'm going to threaten to kill her mom. I'm going to rape her and then I'm going to rape her little sister. And you guys still support pro-life. Pro-choice, motherfuckers. Pro-choice. Because no little girl should have to live in fear of being raped. And granted, most of the time that shit's inevitable. Because you don't know who a rapist is by looking at them face to face. You don't. You don't know why a girl is going to get an abortion if she doesn't tell you. It's not always because she got pregnant by choice. Sometimes she was a rape victim. Sometimes shit happens. Sometimes she had a baby by this asshole that didn't want to be a baby in the first place. Or a baby daddy. Didn't want to do anything except for bust that ass. But you guys are pro-life for everything. But what about the rape victims? You guys talk about the baby has the right to live. The baby didn't even have the choice of being created by the mother. That shit just happened because some asshole was stronger than her. He beat her up. He threw her down. He ripped open her skirt. He ripped off her drawers. He penetrated her. He came inside of her and she got pregnant. She was the victim of a crime. And you guys want to make her have that baby? You pro-lifers need to reevaluate your shit. It should always be a woman's choice whether she wants to or does not want to have a baby. Now let me flip the script for the second part of this. I'm James Williams Jr. Just come for number 2. Be seeing you.